right? Read.
And lead her away to thy father. And he blessed him.
And hold on, read that last part again. And what?
And he blessed him.
No, and lead what?
And lead her away to thy father.
It says, and lead her away to thy father. I'm going to show y'all something. Remember that, right? Read.
And he blessed him.
And the father blessed them. In society today, they don't teach marriage. So the parents no longer are blessing that marriage.
Right.
You understand that? That's out of order. Read.
Verse 14. And called Edna his wife.
And called Edna his wife, right? So now they're getting married, right? Read.
And took paper.
Right. So now Edna is no longer under her father's household. That's why he called Edna his wife.
Right.
And took what?
And took paper.
And took what?
And took paper.
Nah, they took a ring.
And took paper. You
hear that? And took paper. The hell with what Beyonce said. Beyonce said put a ring on it. The scriptures doesn't say nothing about a ring.
Right.
This is why, and this is why a lot of men shy. One of the reasons why a lot of men shy away from marriage, because it's expensive.
Right.
The woman thinks about, oh, I want an expensive rock, I want an expensive ring. No, the scripture says and took papers. That ring, putting the ring on the finger, that's not a custom. That's not our heritage.
Right.
You understand that?
Come on here. We need y'all to subscribe to help us push. We got a lot of work to do in North Carolina. The Carolinas need this work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Carolinas need this work. So we need y'all to go and subscribe right now. Grab your finger. This one right here in particular.
Right.
Swipe the YouTube that you're probably already watching. Click the YouTube app.
Right.
Go to IUIC Raleigh page. Right up under there, it says subscribe. Click that button one time. Click that check. Subscribe to IUIC Raleigh.
I want to show you something. Get Hebrews 13 and 4. So all praises, y'all heard what the brother was bringing out. So you know y'all have to get married. Now, what happened if you don't? And y'all continue to lay up together. Y'all know what I mean by lay up, right? I'm just paraphrasing, using other words for the child's sake, right? Let's get Hebrews 13 and 4.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4.
So let's find out, is boyfriend and girlfriend righteous? First of all, listen to the term boyfriend and girlfriend. How old are you?
24.
24? 29. 24 and 29. You are not a boy anymore. You are not a girl. There's no, first and foremost, there's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
In the sight of the Most High God's eyes. Okay? That's non-existent. No boy, no girl should be lusting after one another, laying together, just as well as no man and no woman lusting after one another and laying together, and they're not married.
Right.
Okay? Watch this. Read.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4.
Bring it up.
Marriage is honorable in all.
See that? It says marriage is honorable in all. And in the sight of the Most High God, He loves marriage. Okay? Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Stop. And what?
And the bed undefiled.
So, if it says marriage is honorable, and then it says the bed undefiled, right? What happens? What is that bed when you are not married and you laying together? Defiled.
Right.
Read it again for him.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
The bed begins to be undefiled because you are married.
Right.
You understand that? So you have right to lay up with this sister because, and you have right to lay up with that brother because you are married. Y'all get that? Now, what happens if you don't get married? Because all we doing right now, we're warning you. That's a warning. Okay? The Most High God commands us to teach our people, to tell our people, compel our people, okay? To warn our people. He's telling you, get married because it's a law. This is your heritage we are giving you.
Right.
Because society doesn't tell you to get married, do that.
Right.
Society says, hey hey sister, try the waters, test the waters. It's plenty fish out there in the sea. Oh, you don't gotta settle down. You too young to settle down. This is what society tells you. You understand? And the Most High God, he's not society. He gave us a heritage.
That's
Finish
right.
that.
But whoremongers.
But what?
But whoremongers.
What is a whoremonger, Aaron? So, Elizabeth, what is a whore?
A girl that sleeps with a lot of men.
A woman that sleeps with man and is not married. That's a whore.
Right.
See, society says, oh, you're doing it with more than one man. No. If you're not married and you're sleeping around and you sleep around, you're a whore. That's a whore.
right.
Right. Now, what is a whoremonger? Aaron? A whoremonger will allow a whore.
Bring it up.
She's not a whore, is she? But guess what? When you're not marrying her, when you don't marry her, and we ain't talking about putting no ring on the finger, we're talking about getting papers. Because in the scriptures, you have to get papers, and we're going to touch on that. But when you don't marry her, you're making her a whore. That makes you a whoremonger. It says what?
But whoremongers and adulterers.
And adulterers, what y'all doing right now, when you lay around, you're not married, you're committing adultery. It says, but whoremongers and adulterers,
God will judge.
you see that? God will judge. You don't want the Most High God to judge you. Is that all on that?
Yes, sir.
Give me, I want to show y'all something. Give me, because this is your child, right? Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5. You send your child off to be to go to school, right? You want your child to be, you tell your child, hey, you be good in school. Do your homework. Do what you're supposed to do. Do your chores. What happens when a child is disobedient? What do you do? Punish, right? Whether it may be you take something away from him, or you turn him on his backside and you spank his butt, right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 5.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt also consider in thy heart.
It says consider in your heart. The only place you can consider a thought or anything is here.
Right.
According to the scriptures, your heart is your mind.
That's right.
Consider in your mind, consider in your heart.
That as a man,
As Aaron, as Elizabeth, the Bible is written in the masculine form. So it's talking about the one man too. But it says man because the woman came from the man.
Right.
You understand that? So the Most High God deals with us first as men. This is why I'm directing the energy towards him. Because brother, this is your household. You supposed to run the household. Marry that sister.
Right.
Okay? It says as what?
that as a man chasteneth his son.
As Aaron chasteneth Reuben, as Elizabeth chasteneth Reuben,
So the Lord thy God
so the Most High God
chasteneth thee.
chasteneth the Israelites.
Right.
We don't do what he tells us to do. So when he says for whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge, that's going to be chastisement coming towards your way.
Right.
Because now you know. Now you know what thus saith the Lord. Give me that in Tobit. Let's get the papers for them. How you doing, my brother?
How you doing?
All praises. We're going over marriage right now. Okay, I see you got the fringes on. All praises. Brother, what's your name, brother?
Eric.
Eric? Eric, nice to meet you. Just real. So we're about to pull out some scriptures.
Okay.
You move the head cover? All praise to the Most High. All right, Tobit.
13 or 14?
Let me see.
It's 14, but
Let me see. And it's right here, 14.
yes, sir.
Let me see 13 real quick. 13.
The book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse
I'm
13.
gonna give it back to Haja. Okay.
Then he called his daughter Sarah.
Hold up. Y'all with me? All right. It says what?
Then he called his daughter Sarah.
Uh-huh.
And she came to her father.
Stop. You hear that? Let me tell you, the Most High God is about order. And the world is upside down.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Before you laid with her, did you go to her father first? No. See that? Now, you didn't know. You didn't know. But the Most High God is about order. Read that part again for them.
The book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 13. Then he called his daughter Sarah.
It says, then he called his daughter Sarah. So this is the father. You know why he had to call his daughter? Because his daughter lived with him.
Right.
Let me tell you, his daughter lived with him. According to the scriptures, as the daughter is not supposed to leave her parents' house until she is married. We're going to get that. But read on.
Then he called his daughter Sarah. And she came to her father.
Uh-huh.
And he took her by the hand.
Uh-huh.
And gave her to be wife of Tobias.
He walked her down the aisle. Read.
saying, Behold, take her after the law of Moses.
It says, take her after the law of Moses. This is all the way in the book of Tobit. And then, you know, when it says take her after the law of Moses, it's talking about the laws. Okay? Keep the laws, following the laws. Right? Read.
And lead her away to thy father. And he blessed him.
And hold on, read that last part again. And what?
And he blessed him.
No, and lead what?
And lead her away to thy father.
It says, and lead her away to thy father. I'm going to show y'all something. Remember that, right? Read.
And he blessed him.
And the father blessed them. In society today, they don't teach marriage. So the parents no longer are blessing that marriage.
Right.
You understand that? That's out of order. Read.
Verse 14. And called Edna his wife.
And called Edna his wife. Right? So now they're getting married. Right? Read.
And took paper.
Right. So now Edna is no longer under her father's household. That's why he called Edna his wife.
Right.
And took what?
And took paper.
And took what?
And took paper.
Nah, they took a ring.
And took paper. You
hear that? And took paper. The hell with what Beyonce said. Beyonce said put a ring on it. The scriptures doesn't say nothing about a ring.
Right.
This is why, and this is why a lot of men shy. One of the reasons why a lot of men shy away from marriage, because it's expensive.
Right.
The woman thinks about, oh, I want an expensive rock, I want an expensive ring. No, the scripture says and took papers. That ring, putting the ring on the finger, that's not a custom. That's not our heritage.
Right.
You understand that? Getting paperwork, okay? That's our custom. Because this has to be recorded. Read.
And called Edna his wife.
You hear that? That's when she is your wife, when y'all sign that paperwork.
Right.
Go ahead.
And took paper and did write an instrument of covenants.
You hear that? And did write an instrument of covenants. They signed their name. That was a marriage certificate.
Right.
Get that marriage papers, brother. Read.
And sealed it.
And sealed it. You hear that? They didn't do this at home. No, this had to be done in today's society, we call it the court system. A judge signing it off. You hear that? This was done legally.
Right.
Okay? This is no paperwork that you could just write at home. This was done legally. You understand that? Read.
Then they began to eat.
Then they began to eat. Okay? That's called a wedding feast. They had a feast right after the marriage. He didn't touch her. He didn't touch her at all until after they got married. Go ahead.
After Raguel called his wife Edna and said unto her, Sister, prepare another chamber and bring her in thither.
What is that chamber for? I'm going to tell you. Anybody, my brothers, if y'all know. So the scripture says they got married, they signed the papers. Then the prophet was like, hey, yo, set aside, get a chamber for them. What is that chamber for that couple for? To do what?
Have sex.
To consummate the marriage.
Right.
Have sex. That's when you lay with her. When you are married.
That's right.
You got that? That's what the net read.
Which when she had done as he had bidden her, she brought her hither, and she wept, and she received the tears of her daughter.
Right, okay. So get Matthews, I think it's Matthews 9, the one where it says, for this twain shall be one flesh.
19.
It's 19. All praises. Get that, Matthews 19. I want to show you something, right? Because remember, earlier I said, according to the scriptures, the daughter should be in her father's household until she's married. Now watch this. Matthew 19. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 5. And said, For this cause shall a...
It says, for this cause. So this is talking about marriage, right? It says, for this cause, go ahead.
Shall a man leave father and mother.
It says, shall a man leave father and mother, right? Read.
And shall cleave to his wife.
Meaning they got married. Go ahead.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
It says, and they twain shall be one flesh. They're twain, meaning the two of them should be one flesh.
Right.
Once that marriage is consummated, they are one flesh. Meaning they agree together. Okay, read.
Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together.
It says what God has joined together, because when people get married righteously, the right way, that thing, the Most High God ordained that thing.
Right.
Okay? Read.
What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
It says what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. You understand that? Go ahead.
They say unto him, why did Moses then command?
That's it. Now give me y'all get the point, right? Y'all have to get married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all should not be having sex until y'all get married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get some papers, brothers. Yeah. Because if not, the Most High God is going to judge you.
Right.
All right?